our European friends, please do not think in terms of 5 or 10 years. More bloody than what's being experienced in Ukraine. Ask our Vietnamese friends, our Vietnamese brothers, ask our Cambodian brothers. Ask them how many times they've been invaded. Ask our Vietnamese friends how many times we have been invaded. Ask Indonesians how many times we have been invaded. We know war. The United Nations Monitoring and Observer Force to be immediately formed and to be immediately deployed along this new demilitarized zone. 5. The United Nations should organize, carry out, and execute a referendum in the disputed territories to ascertain objectively the wish of the majority of the inhabitants of the various disputed areas.
Minister Prabowo, by saying we shouldn't put blame on any side of the war in Ukraine, you basically drew an equivalence between the invader, Russia, and the invaded, Ukraine. So my question to you is, does the non-aligned position in 2023 consist in encouraging aggressors?
Minister Prabowo, I have a similar question about Myanmar. President Jokowi said earlier this year that Indonesia had a particular history that it could share with Myanmar's generals about its transition to democracy. You were present during those events in 1998, and you have been an active participant in Indonesia's democracy for the last 20 years. So I wonder, in your particular capacity, what advice you would give to Myanmar's generals if you had the chance. Thank you.
So my question to the Minister Prabowo is, as Indonesia is an ASEAN chairman for this year, how Indonesia can work closely together with Thailand, which is another ASEAN member, and China, which is ASEAN partner, to mitigate, or if possible, to address the Myanmar crisis.
I would also like to refer to the proposals from Minister Prabowo to solve the conflict in Ukraine. I would like to ask you, Minister, why didn't you address the Russian aggression, that this was the only reason for this conflict, and that if Ukraine stops to defend itself, the sovereignty of Ukraine would be gone, and if Russia stops the war, the conflict would come to an end. And if we follow your proposals to come to a ceasefire,